Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm well. Actually, no, I'm good. To be honest, I'm not sure. A big thanks to my husband for his short little but very powerful cameo. Okay, to answer that question, let's go back to some grammar basics. Good is an adjective. It tells us more about a noun. For example, he is a good dancer. She did a good job. Well, on the other hand, is an adverb and it tells us more about a verb, another adverb, or an adjective. It answers the question, how? For example, he plays the piano well. How does he play the piano? He did well on the exam. How did he do on the exam? She speaks English well. How does she speak English? Okay, first pop quiz. Maria didn't sing good at the recital, or Maria didn't sing well at the recital. Yes, of course, it's the second answer because well describes how Maria sang. It doesn't actually talk about Maria herself. So if someone asks you, how are you? Do you answer, I am good or I am well? Well, the answer actually depends. If they're asking about your emotional state, your general state, or your mood, then the answer is I'm good. If they're asking specifically about your health, then the answer is I'm well or I'm feeling well. Pop quiz. I heard you got the coronavirus. How are you feeling? Oh, not well, Tim said. I'm still laid up in bed with a fever. I heard you had the coronavirus. How are you feeling? Not good, Tim said. I'm still laid up in bed with a fever. So is it the first or second answer there? Yes, of course, it's the first because we're inquiring specifically about Tim's health. Similarly, when we say, I hope you are well or I hope you're doing well, normally at the start of emails, well, we are thinking about that person's health in particular. When using verbs that describe senses like feel, look, smell, and taste, the use of good and well actually depends on if you are using that verb actively or not. I'll explain in a little more detail. Let's look at the verb feel. Paul saw a lovely park bench and decided to sit down. It had just rained, so he felt the bench well in case it was wet. In this sentence, we are describing Paul actively feeling the bench to see if it was wet. Lola earns lots of money, but gives most of it to charity, which makes her feel good. Here we use good to describe Lola's emotional state, not her physical sense of touch. Let's take a look at the verb smell. For example, John smells good today. Is he wearing new aftershave? So in this sentence, the word good is describing John. Okay, it's not describing John smelling something with his nose. We're not using the verb smell actively. However, in the next sentence, Paul smells well, we call him the beagle, then we are actually talking about Paul's sense of smell. And we compare him to a beagle, which is a dog with a very good sense of smell. Another example, let's take these two sentences. You look well today, or you look good today. In the first sentence, are we talking about their health? Or are we talking about just their general state? Yes, we're talking about their health. When we say you look well, it means you look healthy, you look vibrant. Yeah, we're talking mainly about their state of health. In the second one, we're talking more about that they look perhaps attractive or they're wearing nice clothes or something like that. Now let's take another two sentences using the sense verb taste. That dinner you made last night tasted so good. Here we're talking about how good the dinner was. The adjective good describes the dinner. In the second sentence, Paul not only smells well, he also tastes well. He can distinguish all the different elements in a glass of wine. Here we are commenting on Paul's ability to taste things. In this sentence, it's to taste the different flavors in the wine. So he has a good sense of taste. We're not obviously talking about Paul like a food, that he tastes really good when we eat him. That would be just a little Hannibal-esque. Incidentally, the sense to hear is never used actively. We can never say he hears good. We always have to say he hears well, or another way of saying it, he has a good sense of hearing. One last note on the placement of good and well in a sentence. I'll explain this by taking a look at a very common mistake people make. Can you tell me which one of these sentences are correct and which are incorrect? You speak English good. You speak good English. You speak English well. Your English is good. You speak very well English. The first sentence is incorrect. Good guess if you got that one. It's because good is an adjective and it goes before the noun, so it has to go before the English. Tells us more about the English. The second one is correct, of course, because the good is in the right position. It tells us more about the noun English. The third one is also correct. It answers the question, how do you speak English? You speak English well. We always put the well after the phrase. The fourth one is also correct because we can put the adjective after the noun if we have a linking verb, like the verb to be. Your English is good. And I hope you guessed that the fifth one is actually wrong too. We cannot say you speak very well English. The very well has to go at the end. How do you speak English? You speak English very well. So when we have a verb and a noun in the same phrase, the well or the very well has to go afterwards, like in the following sentences. The bird flies back to its nest very well. Not the bird flies very well back to its nest. Because if we ask the question, how does the bird fly back to its nest? Then the very well has to go after that phrase or question. Okay, did I do a very well job of explaining this lesson, or did I do a very good job of explaining this lesson? You tell me in the comments below. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I will be seeing you again next week. Stay tuned.